into the stories with the Times, because Keir Starmer has told off Rishi Sunak for using the trans issue as a political football, thus surely using the trans issue as a political football himself, Paul.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm irate, but I'll get into it. Keir Starmer admonishes Rishi Sunak for trans comments in Parliament. So this is part of PMQs today. Of course, today is Wednesday, and this is being reported tomorrow in Thursday. And Sunak said, it's a bit rich to hear about promises from someone who has broken every single promise he was elected on. Almost 30 in the last year, and one of which, he said, which was defining a woman. Although, in fairness, that was only 99% of a U-turn. Now,
referencing Starmer's thing that 99% of women, of trans, whatever it was, of women are women. What was it? Something like that. 99.9%.
99% of women don't have penises.
Yes. Was that Ed Davey? It was something like that. Anyway, go on.
I would challenge that statistic.
Oh, no, it was that, wasn't it? And Ed Davey said clearly some women can have a penis, which was even more absurd. Go on.
So it's classic distraction here from Starmer, and I really don't like the conflation here, and it's the sort of thing that's right at the centre of a lot of the culture war we discuss. At this point, let's face it, the fact is that Keir Starmer is a flip-flopper. He's changed his mind. He's flailing around in the political winds. He's someone who knows he's got a very good chance of winning, and he's just grabbing hold of anything wherever he can.
He's a flop flipper. He even flips over flip-flopping.
Exactly. And what he's done in this exact point is he's pointed out, he's gone, so he's hit back at this point and gone, of all the weeks to say that, when Brianna's mother is in the chamber, shame. And now he's pointed to Brianna's mother. This is Brianna J's mother, who's the transgender girl that was very sadly murdered last year. And to conflate the two, for me, is outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. There was absolutely no need to. OK, the trans subject was being talked about, but you don't then distract to save your own bacon, point out that there is a dead trans girl's mother in the public gallery.
Yeah, in the gallery, always arriving at the gallery. I'm not sure exactly which it was, but yeah, and everyone's saying, oh, Sunak's messed up. Maybe he has slightly made a mild faux pas, but I think Starmer comes off worse, personally, to immediately make it about that. Shame, of all the weeks to say that. To me, that highlights it far more. He could have just let it go. Lewis.
Well, it's a typical trope. Is that the right word?
Sure.
Where if you make a comparison, whatever the comparison is, suddenly people focus on the comparison and equate what you've said with the comparison, and you're saying, what is this? It's like with all those Nazi comparisons. You can compare anything with anything. But you say, oh, you're comparing it to the Nazis? How can you compare it to the Nazis? And so it is that. But the truth is, this is all fair in love and war. I don't think this is that egregious.
Right, it's normal politics, but it's Starmer's always saying, oh, the Tories are stoking divisive culture wars, then does this, while kneeling for BLM.
He's the only one doing that, because at no point until that point was Rishi doing that, and then he does it and said, you're bad for me doing it.
Yes. OK, well, I think we've covered that. And let's be clear, we're not just saying that because Rishi Sunak is appearing on Feb 12th at a Q&A in the northeast of England.
The fact that he's doing that, his next step is going to be here on the panel on Headliners.
Yes.
Is that going to be before the election or after the election?
I really want to see Lewis Schaeff on a panel with Rishi Sunak. Yeah. I don't even have to be the host. I'll just be watching at home with popcorn. Lewis explaining why water dehydrates you. I can't wait to the private.
He will think to himself, my God, I've gone this low.
To be honest, if it doesn't go too well for him in the election, he could seriously end up here.
Yeah, I'd love to have him.
It's a great channel.